What is up this year? LA in a minute, and one of my favorite LAUSD traditions is the City Section Baseball Playoffs, which culminate in a championship game appearance at Dodger Stadium. Now, I used to play for Monroe, and let me tell you, for the 1,000 or so athletes playing varsity baseball in LAUSD right now, each one of them has the dream of ending their season on the field at Dodger Stadium. There's some incredible matchups this year, including my alma mater's chance to take home the hardware for the first time since 1988. So, let's get into it. The LA City Section Baseball Playoff Championship game has a tradition going back to 1969 during the very first contest when Birmingham, then known as the Braves, squared off against the Monroe Vikings. Dodgers owner Walter O'Malley wanted to use the game as a way to heal wounds in the city as Los Angeles was reeling from the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy as well as the Watts riots. Birmingham won that first city championship game at Dodger Stadium 1-0, and the Dodgers have committed to having the championship game at the stadium every year since, except during COVID. John Elway pitched Granada Hills to victory in 1979 at Dodger Stadium, and Darryl Strawberry was a key piece for Crenshaw during their run in 1980. And the 1982 championship game at Dodger Stadium, Brett Saberhagen of Cleveland High pitched a no-hitter to defeat Palisades High and their pitcher, Steve Kerr. Yes, the basketball Steve Kerr. So which legends will be made in this year's contests? First, I got to talk about the Open Division Championship game where the Bell High Mighty Eagles are going to appear in their first City Section Championship game since 1953. They'll be taking on the Birmingham Patriots, who have been something of a City Section powerhouse for the last decade, including winning the title last year over Carson 3-1. But don't count out the fourth-seeded Eagles because they just took down number one seed Granada Hills with an improbable 1-0 victory leading to this game. The Division I final game will be at 10 a.m. at Dodger Stadium on Saturday, and that'll feature the Banning Pilots, led by Robert Guerrero, who's also the quarterback. And they'll be taking on the 8th-seeded North Hollywood Huskies, who just knocked off top seed Garfield and also had Enoch Yee throw a no-hitter to open the playoffs. Now, D2 and D3 don't play at Dodger Stadium. They play at Stengel Field in Glendale, which is a beautiful venue. And the D2 championship features my alma mater, Monroe, the 8th seed, in the game at 6 o'clock. And will be looking to win their first championship since 1988, where they will be taking on the Eagle Rock Eagles, who just beat Port of Los Angeles 2-1 to get here. Now, word about Monroe. It's historically a great baseball school, having produced 5 major leaguers, headed by Doug DeCinces. And there was a 5-year period in the 90s where they had 5 players drafted, including Wayne Nix, John Ennis, Victor Hall, and Rafael Arroyo, a.k.a. Rots. And I do need to give a shout to the fact that Eagle Rock did win the city title in 2016 at Dodger Stadium. The Division III baseball championship game will take place at 3 o'clock at Stengel Field on Friday the 24th, and it'll feature top seed University High and Adrian Ambres against the second-seeded Lincoln Tigers. One of my favorite LAUSD traditions, City Section Playoff Baseball and the championship games at Dodger Stadium. If your team's playing this weekend, good luck, but I gotta say, go get 'em, Monroe Vikings. All right, LA, it's been a minute.